I also maybe want to talk about recently when starting the series Hanzawa Naoki. It's basically a TV series on investment bankers, and the main character is uh, Hanzawa, and essentially he is playing the good banker role, where he is, he's looking out for the small guy, the small business, um, and my purpose for watching is kind of to understand Japanese business culture a bit because um, we'll be looking for work in Japan, and I kind of have the mindset that I just gotta take what I can get. Uh, but it's interesting to see how they kind of talk about conflict and stuff like that because a lot of the time, his friends will tell him, you just have to say yes and apologize to things. But I think one of the essential characteristics of the show is that Hanzawa kind of he does do that, but he also states his own opinions and things, and it shows that um, you know, especially in work in your job, uh, there's going to be periods of times where your boss kind of overrules you and tells you just do this or something. It doesn't really matter where you live or whatnot, in my opinion. And at least in my experience, you should just do what your role is. You don't, sometimes you have to say no to the boss or refuse to do something, um, unless it's like an order to get something done and you need to like do a certain paperwork or presentation. That's totally sound if it's part of your duties. But if you are in charge of, let's say, you know, reviewing something before it gets approved, you know, if your boss, goes over your head and says just approve it, don't look at it, that's something you should definitely question. Um, Not really question, but you should just state that your role is to look at after finance or something like that, or that you're in charge of approving things, and so to protect the boss, you can't make you're not going to do an action that's going to hurt them. You have to be able to clarify that and kind of speak up for yourself, and uh, yeah, speak up when a business decision has to be made for the right reasons. But I think another cool aspect of the show is showing that just the small building relationships with people really goes a far way, because in my experience, um, definitely, if you lose your job and stuff like that, it's people that you work with beside you that will help you out afterwards. It's like those small friendships you make. Um, just that little support you get from people afterwards is to tell you you're still like a good person and what you did was meaningful. It's definitely helps you keep going forward. Um, but yeah, with these videos right now, I really like. I'm kind of proving to myself that I guess you know can put effort into things and do any kind of job you want, really, as long as you're okay with the outcome of it. You know, I'm fine with kind of getting no results for a long time, but even just seeing like 5 people watch my video or something is like, I don't know, brings me a lot of joy. Just you know, interacting with people and seeing that like just work making videos and clipping things together, or yeah, it's just something I find very passionate. I'm sure other people just have work out there that you just get passionate about, and I don't necessarily think, you know, you need to go to school or uh, need a certain amount of experience to do what you want. You just need to, uh, you know, find a way into it and believe in yourself. So that's what I'm doing. Uh, hope things out there are going well for you folks. If you've seen Hanzawa Naoki, don't spoil it for me, please. I'm only on episode 3 now, and the first season ends pretty good. I really enjoy it. A lot of good comments about it. Just that you know, I've seen the actor who plays. I can't remember his name. Sorry, but I've seen him in some other shows like Vivint or whatever. That was a really good show, in my opinion. Just um, yeah, very interesting type of movie that really portrays a lot of different lenses. Really keys in on you know working hard, things like that. It's interesting to see the dynamics of things. So I'm trying to watch some Japanese shows that kind of illustrate how um, maybe business dynamics work and how just like cultural topics are handled. Because I think a lot of it's just kept into your private life. So I kind of want to understand more how you show your public face, and how you would, respect your colleagues. Because, um, yeah, I don't want to disrespect people or act like, I'm trying to change a system. I just want to uh, help it out because I think the Japanese cultural aspect of a lot of things is very interesting and well, I think Canada's is a bit it's not too good right now, to be honest. Um, at least in my experience, there's a lot of people here kind of struggling for all the same things, and just wasn't like that before. It's not like we were a country where a lot of people are fighting over the same resources. So we kind of have this common resource pool problem, and it's not really anybody's fault. It's just a lot of mistakes that kind of happened with government or just world conflicts and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, stuff happens. Justin Trudeau kind of came out and said, "Oh, yeah, we should have kept our population stagnant or something." And it's like, I don't know. We need to definitely build more and innovate some things. So I'm hopeful that going to Japan is going to change things for the better for me because it's going to allow my partner to kind of be in a more comfortable environment because that's just their culture. And just for me personally, I'm okay working any type of job, and as long as it pays for the bills, what is there to really complain about? And if I get some time to hang out with my family, that's also what matters because I really like the saying from Hanzawa Naoki's father that says, don't work like a robot. Um, treat humans and people like people, And I think that's a really key message. And I also like his double fuck kind of philosophy, where he's like, if you fuck me, I'll double fuck you. Because I really think you need to do that in life. There's definitely be times where I've just listened to people who tell me, "We'll look after you." Those people won't, because if they were looking after you, you'd be looked after. Your needs would be met. Just kind of understand that in the moment. I've definitely been tricked by employers and all kinds of things. They promise you everything just to keep you happy for the short term, and if you're not getting what you need, you need to speak up for that. You can't let people bully and discriminate against you or not let you do your job. It's very important, and well, I wanna at least figure that out for Japan because I want to be a good worker. I don't want to see myself get blamed for something a lot, and I want to be able to just handle that or something. So if you have any tips, let me know how to handle kind of workplace stuff in Japan. Would you mostly just say yes and apologize, or are you someone who would also maybe add in your own little opinion on how results may have changed differently if you did this or something. Really interesting to hear what you guys have to say. If you have any tips, suggestions for getting ready, let me know. I'll probably do some videos showing what I practice for Japanese every day, because I think learning the language is a key part of integrating myself. So with this 1 month I have of kind of break from employment, I'm going to kind of focus on building up the language skills and seeing what employers want from me. So yeah, let me know what you think of Hanzawa Naoki. And if you've seen it, your thoughts, maybe some opinions on some of the characters, because I don't know too much about them, but it's definitely interesting. And yeah, peace, guys. Have a good one.